Hey everybody, we're back again. We're going to continue our grind for the second phase melee speed. Left off yesterday with one box and half of the second. Our thumbnail today is Shaak. It's always one of the good Jedis. Good fashion choice too. Uh, let's get into buffs. I swear she goes for longer than 2 minutes. Have wounds? No. Finally she's done. Damn it. Yeah. Oh, we're still good. Okay, finally. Missions are being stubborn today. Oh, there we go. At least it's not raining yet. But that won't last long. It's Dathomir, it's going to rain a lot. Am I still getting credits? Yes. Okay. Nothing but crap loot so far. Not one tooth, not one bile. Really? Fucker. Damn it. And there's the rain. Never goes along without it. Hey George, how's it going? Might be able to cap both weapon types before the first mind buffs run out. That'll be a first time. Hey Tess, as soon as you get your glowy, anywhere between 12 and 36 hours. So if you don't want to wait, just as soon as you get glowy, you can log off for 12 hours, come back, and it'll be any time between then and 36. After that, I had the Cis Shadow spawn 4 hours after the old man. You're welcome. I have to replace both speeders now. Oh, not yet. Just, if you're waiting for the old man, don't take a speeder anywhere. Because if he spawns, you might miss him. Which sucks, because when I did it, I just ran back and forth to missions. It takes forever, but make sure you don't miss them. Yep, not long to go. I waited past the 36 hours, and when I logged on, he spawned in like 11 minutes. And he spawned inside a player city, so you don't have to worry about those. Yeah, here they set it up where it's 12 to 36, so. And at first I heard the Cis Shadows was 8 to 12 hours, but like I said, I got them in 4, and a few other people in Discord said they got them in 4. So nobody really knows the time on that one. Hey Gator, how's it going? Are you doing grenades or something else, Tess? It's good. I might pick up the second box today. Oop. And for the first time, I might cap both weapons in one mind buff time. Because of this new setup. We're doing 4 missions at a time. And I got a better sword, so it speeds it up a little bit. It depends on how much time do you have and how fast do you want to do it with the time you have. And you currently have Commando 4000. And you're already one phase behind, so you're not going to be worried about keeping up with everyone, so that's not a concern. Do you have a lot of credits? You got enough credits to support it, so grenades is an option. But if you're not in a rush, just what's your current build? That Master TK? Yeah. Yeah, as long as you're not in a rush, you don't need to do grenades. You can just do whatever build you enjoy the most. I'm not in a rush, so I'm just doing TK and Fencer. Excuse me. If you're trying to rush it, then I would go grenades. But you just have to respec into Commando 4000. Because you've got enough credits to not worry about it hurting too much. Because it does get expensive trying to do it. I don't have the numbers, but a few people who watch here do it. If they pop on, I can find out. I forget how much they said. You're welcome. Oh, not good. But since I'm streaming it, I'm doing the slow way with TK and Fencer experience. That way there's more streams to do. Wait a minute. Both hers are closer. Let's see if Bendu's on. I know he's doing grenades. Oh, he's not in Discord.
I second the statement that says yes, it does rain today.
So, hey, Bendu.
Sometime.
Tess, are you still in chat? Tess was asking which way to go, but I didn't know how much grenades cost.
Oh, like what do you mean which way to go for grenades? Like which ones to buy?
No, whether to go grenades or keep her current build.
Well, depends on how quickly you want to farm that XP and get it out of the way.
Yeah, I told her all that. The only thing I didn't know was how much it cost if you're doing grenades. How's attacking me?
Tess.
You might be gone.
Yeah, she's still in the chat. Tess or he. Assuming gender here.
What was I doing? Okay.
At 3 watching, assuming your own stream's open in the background.
Yeah.
So, might be Gaton or Tess still watching some other.
Wait, no. And that one's dead. But she said she had plenty of time, so I told her just to stick with the build you like as long as you're not in a rush.
Yeah. $15 mil, I'm assuming she means selling credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could easily afford the grind.
Yeah, that's
Overall,
what I
I think
said.
it's going to cost me about 3 to 4 million collectively for everything.
Yeah, I told her she had enough to sustain it. I just didn't know how much they cost to do.
That's a rough estimate. Like, I don't know. I spent 600, 700K last time I went and collected up nades. Or second to last time. The very last time I went, I only spent about, I think, 500,000.
Yeah.
Because buying Imperial Debts at 80K, a stack of 25, there's not as much of a gain as I was getting just using the regular thermal detonators at 40,000. But I wasn't able to find the 40Ks anywhere. Now I've got a message in game from a dealer. So if Tess ever pops on, give him that dealer's name.
Yeah.
And that dealer was offering to do factory runs for specific people. It's like doing 45K per grenade box, and depending on how many you request, the percentage knocked off. It's like 15% off if you order 15 crates, something like that.
Yeah, Gator. Picked up a new sword yesterday. I think you were here. But I don't think you didn't. You don't know about it yet, Bindu. Had a new sword made for me.
Nice.
I'm going a little faster now, finally.
Two-handed or one-handed?
Damn it, what the hell?
That's right, you're going fencer.
Lagging. Why? Damn it.
All them rancors about to eat that swoop.
Where am I?
Let's see if I can shoot Tess a message or something. Go to the channel. Channel discussion.
Yeah, I'm gonna cap both weapon. Wait a minute. Cap both weapon experiences within one mind buff session. So it's a lot faster now. So that's pretty good. Venture and DK in 2 hours. But that's only roughly 120,000 force experience. 30,000 for each combat one, and then combat is like usually just a little over 60.
Yeah, if you're able to capture combat, you'd be getting 100K per match.
Yeah. I get 30 for DK, 30 for fencer, and a little over 60 for combat. So at this rate, I can do about 120,000 force experience every 2 hours.
That's still pretty good if you're not doing the offensive way.
Yeah.
I shot Tess a message on her YouTube discussion.
All right.
She hops back on, I can answer the question.
Hey, Kevin. This is an old game that's no longer around. Star Wars Galaxies.
Well, it's not around in its original form.
Yeah. Oop. And thanks for the sub, Kevin. Keep forgetting I set it to that. Keep hearing sabers. I'm like, what's going on?
I thought it was your ringtone.
I changed it, what, a few days ago.
Yeah, I think I subbed to you a couple days ago when you were offline.
Yeah.
Or not streaming.
Yeah, it'll do that when I bring up OBS. Turn it on. It like saves everyone who does it while it's not streaming. I have to listen to it, go through it a few times.
Yeah, I saw your thumbnails. I was like, hey, stare at something every once in a while. I'll keep that stuff.
Shaak there.
Was that this one?
Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Her. Yeah, that's Shaak.
Scampy Shaak.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game's online. Sorry.
Yeah, it's an old MMO RPG for Star Wars. The first Star Wars MMO, isn't it? I can't remember any other before it.
Yeah. I don't think there's too many Star Wars games before it either.
Yeah.
Other than like the Rogue Squadron fighting games.
Yeah, it was originally done by Sony. And
I thought Sony bought it.
Was they buy it or was it theirs originally? Can't remember.
Pretty sure Star Wars was bought by Sony
It's
and
been
then
too long.
screwed it up.
But then it ended when the Old Republic came out because they didn't want the competition. But Sony destroyed the game themselves when they did the combat upgrade. They turned Jedi into a starting profession and completely revamped the game. SOE produced it for LucasArts, Forever says.
Yeah, LucasArts published it, and Sony bought it out later on and took a big old steaming crap on the game.
In order to play it now, you have to have the original discs, but there are ways to get it. I hear it can be done on Steam. I don't know though. I had my old disc, so I didn't have to try it.
Been removed off Steam. They stopped selling it after the game stopped, well, being a game and just kind of shut down. So it's not on Steam anymore.
So if you had it on Steam, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can get them off like eBay for really cheap, I think.
Yeah, eBay, Amazon.
Or I'm sure there's other ways to get a hold of it.
Any other places, yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, from my understanding, they don't have any way of checking to see if you own a legitimate copy. There's no CD keys. They just require that you do it that way. That's to keep Disney off their ass.
Well, that and not charging for it.
Yeah.
And it is a free game. You can donate if you want to help them out.
The old disc.
You don't have to pay.
No way. Okay. Can't believe it. They're still selling for $60.
Yeah.
I think we have 3 or 4 cases of it because a lot of people in my family played it back.
It looks good, but it's not a good thing. It means it's almost destroyed.
Ew, yeah, he's not lying. $60, one of the best product ratings.
Yeah, I like the way it looks. It's just not good for the speeder.
$80, factory sealed. JTL owned by itself at the $925. Collector's edition. Starter kit. You can get the Star Wars Galaxy starter kit, which should have all the discs you need. $30.
I think all you need is the base kit. I had the old JTL, so I use that, but pretty sure you can do it with just the base.
I don't even think you need JTL. You just need the regular. Empire Divided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the box collector set with everything in that.
Yeah, we have 3 of them running around the house. See, I think my dad, after me, my sister, and my mom all made our accounts. I know EMU, they like messaged him like, "Yo, you have like 4 accounts logged into your house. You can't be doing this," because they thought he was just using them all for himself.
Hang on. I gotta record this. Let me get unstuck though. Okay, Nee, this is the bug I'm talking about. You're just riding along and all of a sudden you get stuck. And wait for about a minute and it'll
Get the waypoint,
unstuck.
the exact position. That was one of the things I was told.
Alright, hang on, I gotta record that. And Alt. Alright. I gotta do a bug report on that, so I told him I'd catch it on video. He didn't know about it.
Excuse me.
And I didn't notice the terrain, if the terrain changed or not as I was going over it. He thinks it might have something to do with that. But
I remember reading about.
But I've had it happen in cities where the terrain doesn't change, so it can't be that.
I heard it was like rubber banding on the Z-axis was what was causing it earlier.
Always nice when they spawn on top of you.
Key.
And you lag and you can't get off your vehicle. It's even better.
Dude, I got to see some instant karma yesterday. So I was running around taking snapper layers. That's what I farmed my combat XP off. And this guy walks up. As soon as like my layer pops, he runs over as I'm heading towards it. Aggro's everything.
Okay. There we go.
Aggro's everything and then starts taking my layer while I'm right there trying to do it. I'm like, the fuck, dude? I'm trying to get XP here. And he goes, sucks to be you now, doesn't it? Sits there and tries killing everything in my layer. So I fucking said, fuck it, walk off. I'll go find another layer because I was headed to turn in my XP. That nest was the last nest I needed. I pulled away on my speeder. The second that nest popped, someone else came by. Their nest triggered, and he had a full nest of rancors spawn right on top of him. Pry his speeder and start attacking him.
Yeah. That's why I do the trade outpost. That doesn't happen here.
No one's stealing shit. I mean,
nothing.
That's the first time. Yeah, it's the first time I've had that happen. Well, I mean I'm glad they spawned on. Blew up his speeder. I'm sure he had more. Instant karma.
Forever says Empire Divided starter kit and New Adventures NGE box are all acceptable. My brother just sent me his multi-box account game boxes since he won't play. I should sell them. They're going for $60. Yeah. So
yep, they're going for $60 in like mint condition type shit for collectors.
Yeah. What the hell? Oh shit. Fine.
The ones that are $60 probably haven't even been opened. You could hang around the back of a GameStop. You might find it in the trash can out back at some point. Try starting.
I don't even know. I doubt they even carry them anymore.
I doubt they'd even take one for a trade-in, to be honest. I was watching a YouTube video a month or two ago. This guy went behind a GameStop, and they throw away stuff that gets like open that shouldn't have been opened in the store. He got like 3 working games out of the back of it and some other crap. Collectible posters and stuff thrown away out of their dumpsters out back.
Yeah, we see those dumpster diving videos.
Almost makes me want to go dumpster diving. I don't think I could pull my fat ass over the edge of the dumpster.
It only works for like stores. Like the good ones, Best Buy, the electronic stores.
Yeah, it doesn't work too well for the middle of me out here in bumfuck nowhere. Hell, the only dumpster the town I live by has is the ones they've stuck out for all the trash flood.
And surprisingly, it's legal to do.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, it's trash, so. Or considered trash.
I haven't looked at it on Amazon. I know it said it was on it. You can pick up Fire Divided on Amazon for 27 used, a new item for $17. So you could get a used copy of Empire Divided off Amazon for around $7. See all the buy options. Yeah, $17, $12. The ones that are in like, I guess, okay condition are like $12. The really good ones are 68, 70, 83. It's like mint collector.
I wonder if anyone's used their disc and then turned around and sold it. Technically not supposed to do that either.
I didn't play too much pre-CU, and I know it was amazing because I always heard my dad talking about how great the game was. What little I've played of it. I think I got down my Jedi build. I might end up going. Watching a video of someone using it. So, Master Lightsaber for sure. Reju 4 and Purification 4 to healing for the heal states and the heal wall self. Clarity 4 from Enhancement for the oh fuck, there's a bounty hunter, run away.
Nothing better than Force Run 3 for that.
And then Force Run 3 requires me mastering Enhancer. There's other stuff I want to stick some points in. And then Synergy 3 out of Enhancement, mainly for the channel, can be helpful. And then Drain Force is just there because there's extra points. But it'll fit. Melee defense out of the Force Defense tree, and then Novice Brawler for 8.
Yeah, I'm at 800,000 now with 40 minutes on my mind buff. So yeah, I can do it in one buff session. Or half a buff session, really. The buff session includes health.
Takes you 2 hours?
One mind buff is, yeah, 2 hours.
No, one mind buff's like, in the 3 hours, like 259 or something.
That's health buff.
Oh, mind buffs. I'm thinking run buffs.
Yeah. Yeah, the health buffs last an hour longer. Which is dumb. They should make it to where they last the same.
I'm sure there's some reason behind it. Guess adds a little bit of difficulty because that means you have to pay attention to your buffs and all that fun crap. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to be a Rancor snack.
Yeah, if you go to the Science Outpost, there's all kinds of AT groups there.
There's plenty of lag, too.
I do it with my other alt so I can keep all the credits instead of splitting it. Just half go to me and half go to her. That way you don't have to worry about losing any somewhere if someone's too far away. But yeah, right now Dathomir's always running AT groups. Just join pretty much any of the entertainer groups that are doing it. Athena. I can't remember if Velishay's doing it. But there's At least 2 of them that I know.
Yeah. I guess that's good for getting high XP yield missions for anything, but like grenade farm is not worth going after the high level stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're doing grenades, don't go that route. Go to Dantooine and do, what are they called? Quankers?
No, I've never touched the Quankers. I haven't done any of that. I've stayed on DAF.
Ah.
And I'll throw Imperial Debts or Thermal Debts at Snappers is what I've been doing. And I can max my combat XP cap at 4 minutes. Which with thermals, it funds itself, but with Imperial nades, if they're selling with like 80k a pop, you're actually losing money. That little bit of extra damage, though, doesn't hurt whenever you're trying to maximize the XP gain. I know earlier I somehow pulled off getting max combat in 3 missions. I'm not sure how I did that. Also, if you're taking missions and you're doing it from the science outpost, you want to avoid taking them to the southeast unless it's your run right before you go to turn in your Force XP.
Okay.
Because there's so many people traveling that route. Got a good chance someone's gonna, hey, stop by and empty your nest out before you make it to it.
If I was going to join a random group, I'd still come up, join the group and then go to the trade outpost. Like I said,
Yeah.
you don't get that problem up here. There's not nearly as many people grinding in this area, so you don't have to worry about something spawning on you or someone accidentally or purposely stealing your spawn.
You're gonna have all the people farming to get Jedi down at the science outpost, and whenever Jedi pops, all the people farming Jedi XP up at the trade outpost, away from everyone else as far as possible, cluttering both of them.
Yeah, I rarely see anyone up here.
How much is a ticket between trade and science?
Like 100.
Oh, I didn't know if it was as pricey as jumping off planet.
Nope. It doesn't really take any time to go there.
Yeah. Shit, I thought jumping between DAF and Cornet was kind of pricey. Whenever I started doing that mission for the vehicles and had to jump between DAF, Cornet, and then indoor, and then loop it all the way back.
Yeah.
Whew. It's 4K per indoor run.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at that one video where I got stuck to see if the terrain changed before it happened, because like I said, he thinks that's causing it, but I doubt it.
Video would be helpful for that.
Yeah. Because you can't make it happen. It's just something that happens randomly.
Yeah. You already telling me that you got a clip of it?
No, I'm not worried about it until I get it finished. I gotta edit it out and everything.
Oh yeah.
Shorten it. I'm not gonna post a 5-minute video for that. Damn it. Yeah, I've got both characters have an ATST and 2 Dark Troopers. If you get a group this big, you can get these, the Enraged Rancors, and they give the most experience, 9,000 a kill. Just don't try them if you're doing grenades, because it takes too many grenades.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
And they're normally in the 30,000 range on credits, but if you slice it and get lucky on the front page, you can pick them up for like 53,000. So they're also the most expensive if you slice. Or not the most expensive, the most rewarding if you slice. And that's why I have her follow me, because if she's out of range, I'll only get half the credits. But if she's here, I'll get half and she gets half, and they still go to me. Otherwise, if you join a group like in the Science Outpost, there'll be like 10, 12 people. You're going to split it 10, 12 ways. They don't get the credits because they're out of range, but you only get that 1/12 of a share. That's why I'm doing it this way.
What, do you want to go outside? Big old pit. Be right back. Let's go outside.
Man, I would invite you, but I'm about to be done here anyway. That's why I didn't invite, because I'm almost capped anyway. I'm about to head out for a little break. And we're done. Now for the boring trip back to the village. Alright, am I low on anything? Oh, still good. Son of a bitch, she got stuck, didn't she? God damn it. Alright, so we're gonna get about 120,000. 107. Not gonna get enough for the second box. Not on this trip. Unless I have more combat than usual. Nope. I only max out TK and Fencer, and then just convert whatever's left, or whatever combat I happen to have, which is usually around 180 to 200,000. And when I maxed this out, I only had to cap unarmed and one-handed 10 times. Stuck again. And I'm doing Fencer because I don't want to take 20 trips to the village when I can do 10 instead. Alright, and let's park her. The Fencer's a little slower to cap, but everything's working out right now. I can cap it in less time than it takes for a mind buff to wear off now. But yeah, I'll get 30,000 force experience for unarmed and one-handed, and then another 60 plus for the combat. So each time I cap, we're looking at at least 120,000 force experience per trip. Yeah, especially if you're doing both. If you're only doing it one, you're not going to get the enraged rancors. You're going to get the bull rancors, which are a pain in the ass because they have a nasty disease on them, and it'll max out your wounds. You can still fight through it. It's just that at the end of the day, you got to heal them all off, which you just meditate off if you're TK. And the bull rancors only give you like 7,500 experience per kill, and the enraged are 9,000. So you can do it with the one, you just have to put up with the wounds while you're fighting. So it doesn't hurt you physically. You just have to get rid of them if you rebuff or anything else. And it will affect your healing, but you shouldn't need to heal. And are you a human or alien? Okay, then you don't have the additional cost. For a human, an ATST is the most expensive for anybody, but for a human, that's only like 12,000 to buy it. If you're an alien, it's 25,000. And faction points can be, you can grind those pretty quick. Just go, the only place I did it in, it's the only place I know, is there's a couple sets of bases around the Vale on Dantooine. Then you can grind it about an hour or two. Enough for an ATST and 2 Dark Troopers. Don't have much to drop off today. 3, 4, 5, 6 teeth, 2 bile. Not a good loot day. But doing it the slow way with just one character, picking up bull rancor groups, I think it was done in 30 hours of stream to max this. But that's not, that's adding in, you know, times I got sidetracked doing other things too. About 30 hours. Now that I'm doing it this way, that time will speed up. And I got a better sword to grind fencer quicker.
I'm back.
Yep.
Dog, what do you want? What? What? Huh? What?
Yeah, if you don't have a lot of time, it just takes a while.
What do you want? Go lay down. Go. Go lay down. Go lay down.
Or you can go the expensive way and just do commando for grenades. But you don't have to go full commando, just the grenade line.
I mean, it's not too expensive if you go, don't, like, buy too expensive grenade to do it.
When you compare it to not doing grenades, it's expensive.
Oh, yeah. It pays for itself as you go along.
Yeah. You just don't make as much.
Uh-huh. Dog, you tear up those pillows, I'm gonna throw you outside. Get off the couch.
No. As long as you have the initial credits to start, it's not really a problem because, like I say, the missions. Well, if it depends. If I wouldn't join that big group if you're hurting for credits, because you're not going to get enough credits to pay for your grenades.
Considering the best thing to farm with it, snappers and quinkers, from what I've heard, and giant basniches, you can get the missions by using, like, I've been using a dark trooper and a stormtrooper commando to get all my missions.
How much credits does it usually take to get a full branch?
A full what?
A full branch. The 4 boxes.
Let's see here. I go through. Never calculated that.
You take that, times it by 6. That's your total cost. Average, anyway.
I've probably spent about. Hell, I've at least spent maybe 2 to 3 million so far on grenades, and I've spent that as I've earned it.
Yeah.
Overall, and I've got 2 boxes mastered, and I also have enough XP to master 2 more, almost a 5th, or almost a 3rd after that. So that's 5 of my boxes overall. Forget. Yeah, that 1, 2, 5. Yeah, I have enough XP to master 3 more full boxes, plus the 2 I've already mastered. So.
Yeah, so as long as you have enough to buy a couple of crates to begin with, you should be good.
Sorry, not full boxes, full trees, my bad. I'm almost done with my grind, to be honest, so you're gonna be done really early if you stick to it. I've been doing about 4 to 500k, 4 sensitive XP a day. I can do that in 1 to 2 buff cycles.
What House of L? Can you still make the full group in Emu with the group bug like live, where you can invite your pet and dismiss it with the right timing? It would stay in the group, and you can summon it again and do it over. Don't know.
Sounds like a bug you should test out and report after you do it.
Yeah. I just went the ATST 2 Dark Troopers route. I didn't have to go do that.
Whoops. Getting buffs, not tipped quite yet. Try to get my buffs tipping.
2,000. Yep, just short. So next stream we'll get it all. And the next stream will be about in an hour or so. And take a break.
Each box of nades holds 25 nades if you buy a full box. I usually use 2 of the 5 stacks you get, because you can get 25 stacks of 5 out of a crate. So I use 2 of those for the first 2 waves of a nest, and then I use my other 2 for the last wave. So I use about 4 per nest. So it's 4, 8.
I haven't heard of anyone trying to do that.
So I use about 16 nades per 100k of XP I earned.
Yeah.
So
there's really no need to try it, though, because I say it's easy to grind up the faction if you go Imperial. If you go Rebel, you can't get the missions as high, because they don't have a pet as strong as the AT. The other one talking is in Discord. It's Captain Bendu.
Yeah, I was explaining the gain for the nades and how much it cost.
In game, I forget your name.
My in-game name's Cable Hunter. It's actually a bit of a knockoff aimed at my dad's old character name.
Alright, that'll work. Uh, you can install the Clear Skies mod to get rid of the rain.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying in Discord. I didn't know that.
I've seen that. I can get you the link to the mod.
I think that's on the forums, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Don't they have a list of mods?
I'm pretty sure it's on that forum list.
Yeah. That'll work. Will it clear up Tatooine's dust storms?
It does it to all of them, from my understanding.
That's good.
I kind of like the rain and the weather, so I haven't touched it.
It's annoying. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just annoying. Sound, visibility.
I enjoy the immersion.
Especially the wind noise on Tatooine.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Well, you're not on YouTube. I don't have the link on Twitch, so let me copy it over.
Was you trying to get to the EMU website?
Yeah.
It's just SWGEmu.
Yeah,
.com.
pretty much. Homepage.
Make an account. I'm assuming you're talking to someone who doesn't have or hasn't been on here yet.
You know, I haven't even looked for the mods site there.
There's a whole tab for it. It's like one of the pin mods, mod threads.
I haven't had much interest in the mods. I didn't know there was a Clear Sky one, though.
I've jacked with a couple of them. I've got retextures for a couple of planets. My swoop's actually a bark scooter or speeder. And
is it in the forums or is it on a tab?
It's if you go in the forums and you're logged in, you scroll down, there's a whole tab for modding. And it's like the only thread in that tab. And then you go in there and then you got all the sub-threads for... I can get a direct link if you need it.
I'm looking through it now. At least looking for the forum. Modding discussion?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a little ways down there. Reminds me I need to get the Jedi overhaul to get the better sabers and all that crap working. So with nades, for kind of what I'm running, if you space out your nades correctly and find a good pattern for yourself, you can get
There it is.
100k force instead of XP per box of nades, or like 100, I guess, be like per half a box, a little over half, or somewhere in that zone. You know how to stick the mods in, don't you?
That shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Probably just download it, stick it in the right folder.
Yeah, well, a lot of the guides I saw were telling me to stick it in the EMU's directory, but I found the only way to get it to work is to stick it in the actual Galaxies directory, because EMU calls on that for the textures.
Another one I was interested in here, the satellite maps.
One I'm using? Yeah, they look pretty nice.
Supposed to change this map, I guess.
The Control V map.
Yeah.
Planetary map there. Yeah, it shows you the hills where it kind of dips down. On Dathomir, you can tell where you're gonna have the.
I don't see any graphic maps though.
I didn't see it on there. I had to go on Mod the Galaxy, which is an official like modding website.
Yeah.
A lot of those link to it, and I think I talked to you about it. I'm apparently blocked for some reason from going to the website, whether it be from my ISP on their end, so I've had to connect to it through Tor.
I don't need the 60 FPS client. Not with this computer, I don't.
That's pre-built into the launcher.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you can modify your FPS in one of the launcher settings. It's capped at 30 until you change it. So I just moved mine up to 60.
Alright, not being tapped.
And if you're, whoever it was asking about nades is still listening, you can use the grenades to get the levels to get your commando up to Field Tactics 4, because that novice commando, you get access to the fragmentation grenades, which are the C-22s that you see all over the market. You can max yourself pretty quick off those. Get your Field Tactics. Still doing the snappers. You can. It takes like 8 stacks of 5 grenades out of the crate. Take out a full nest of snappers. 4 per 4 for the first 2 waves. 4 for the last wave. Assuming you have the damage to pull the first 2.
Alright, we did some capping today. Capped it once. Almost picked up melee speed 2. I'm going to take a break for about an hour, come back, and we'll finish that off and get into melee speed 3. So, I'll go ahead and end it here for now. Like I said, I'll be back in about an hour and a half or so. Usually about between an hour and 2 hours at least. But I will see you guys then.